Welcome back to the Steps to Success YouTube channel. Today, we will be talking about grasp development in children. Occupational therapists play a crucial role in helping children develop effective grasp patterns. These patterns are vital for a range of everyday tasks, including handwriting, feeding, and self-care activities. Grasp development impacts a child's ability to manipulate objects, hold utensils, and engage in tasks independently. Proper grasp patterns also support academic performance. Difficulties with handwriting are one of the most common reasons for referrals to occupational therapy in school-age children. By addressing these challenges, occupational therapists help children build the foundational skills they need for both academic success and daily life. The crude palmar grasp is an early developmental grasp pattern observed in infants. It's one of the initial ways babies learn to hold objects, typically emerging around 4 to 6 months of age. In this grasp, the baby uses the pinky finger side of their hand to grab objects. By about 4 months, most babies should be able to grasp a rattle. As they approach 5 months, you'll notice them using their whole arm to reach for objects, employing a crude palmar grasp. This means they grab objects with the side of their hand where the pinky finger is located, demonstrating an early stage of fine motor development. The palmar grasp is where a baby begins to use their entire hand to grasp objects, typically starting around 6 months of age. During this grasp, the baby uses the palm side of their hand, also known as the palmar side, to hold objects. You'll also notice some movement of the thumb. This grasp is more controlled compared to the earlier crude palmar grasp, allowing the baby to engage more effectively with objects. It's an important step in the development of fine motor skills. The radial palmar grasp is a developmental milestone typically seen around 7 months of age. At this stage, a baby starts using their thumb along with all of their fingers to grab objects, focusing more on the thumb side of their hand. This grasp represents a significant advancement in fine motor control as it allows for better manipulation and engagement with objects compared to earlier grasp patterns. By 8 months of age, a baby will start using a raking grasp. This involves bending or flexing their fingers to pull objects into their hand and bring them closer. The raking grasp is characterized by the baby's fingers working together to sweep objects toward them, demonstrating increased coordination and hand control. Between 8 and 10 months, a baby will begin to refine their pincer grasp by using a radial digital grasp. In this grasp, the fingers from the thumb to the middle finger are involved in gripping objects. Typically, the baby uses the pads of their fingers rather than the tips to hold on to items. This stage marks an important step toward more precise and controlled handling of objects. The inferior pincer grasp typically develops between 8 and 10 months of age. The key difference between the inferior pincer grasp and the regular pincer grasp is the placement of the fingertips. In the inferior pincer grasp, the baby uses their index finger and thumb to hold an object, but it is the pads of the fingers that make contact rather than the tips. This grasp is a precursor to the more refined pincer grasp and indicates progress in fine motor skill development. Here's an activity that demonstrates the use of the inferior pincer grasp. By around 10 months, a baby should be able to use a thumb finger grasp, also known as a pincer grasp. This refined skill involves using the tips of the index finger and thumb to pick up small objects with precision. The pincer grasp represents a significant developmental milestone showcasing improved dexterity and coordination. Here's a video demonstrating the use of a pincer grasp to pick up small beads. Between 12 and 15 months, a young toddler will start using a palmar supinate grasp for writing and coloring. This grasp involves holding a writing utensil or object with a fisted hand, with the thumb wrapped around the top. It is considered a primitive grasp, marking an early stage in the development of handwriting skills and indicating the beginning of fine motor control needed for future writing tasks. Between 2 and 3 years old, a child will begin using a digital pronate grasp. This grasp marks the early development of a more functional hand position. The fingers point toward the bottom of the writing utensil with all fingers involved in holding it. During this stage, children rely significantly on their arm and shoulder for movement, reflecting their growing ability to control and direct hand movements more effectively. Between 3 and 4 years old, a child may start using the quadruped grasp, also known as a four-finger grasp. This technique involves using 3 fingers to hold the writing utensil, while the fourth finger provides support. The quadruped grasp is considered an effective method for gripping, as the additional finger helps stabilize the pencil, allowing for better control and precision during writing and drawing activities. Between 3 and 4 years old, a child may begin using the static tripod grasp. This 3-finger grasp involves the pads of the index finger and the thumb resting on the pencil with support from the middle finger, forming a tripod shape. In this grasp, the movement for writing comes from the wrist and hand rather than solely from the fingers, reflecting a more developed approach to controlling the writing utensil. Between 4.5 and 6 years old, a child typically develops the dynamic tripod grasp, which is the most advanced and efficient grasp for handwriting. In this grasp, the thumb and index finger make contact with the writing utensil, while the pencil rests on the middle finger, creating a tripod shape. The index and thumb form a complete open circle or web space as they pinch the pencil, and the fourth and fifth fingers are tucked into the palm of the hand. This grasp allows for precise control and fluid movement, essential for effective writing. Here is an example of a proper dynamic tripod grasp. Here are a couple of fun activities to help enhance your child's pincer grasp. Pom-pom pickup. Set up a tray of colorful pom-poms and encourage your child to use their thumb and index finger to pick up and place the pom-poms into small containers or cups. This activity helps refine their grasp and coordination while having fun. Cereal transfer. Provide small cereal pieces like Cheerios and have your child use their pincer grasp to pick them up and transfer them from one bowl to another. This exercise improves dexterity and control, making it an engaging way to practice their fine motor skills. Here's an example of the pom-pom pickup activity that can be replicated at home. If your child is struggling to develop a mature pencil grasp, here are a couple of strategies that might help. Explore different writing tools. Introduce a range of writing instruments, such as crayons, markers, and pencils. Trying out different textures and sizes can help your child discover which tools make it easier for them to engage with their grasp and find a comfortable grip. Pencil grips. Consider using pencil grips, specially designed writing tools that promote proper finger positioning. These aids can assist your child in learning the correct way to hold a pencil and develop a more effective grasp. Here's a pencil grip that helps encourage a tripod grasp.